what we are seeing all over the media, whether it is the newspaper media, whether it is social media, the North said that Tinubu is a treacherous, a betrayer, a slimy politician from the Southwest. They have said because of his treachery, which he has played and is currently playing against the North, that they will do everything to ensure that they place his back on the floor. You know what that means? When you are being fell and your back touched the ground, it simply means that you have been defeated. The North have cried out. They said that Tinubu is a very treacherous guy. Oh, all along, what he was trying to do with the coalition that happened in either 2013, 2014, he had a very long term plan to dismantle our very political existences, that is not going to happen. That they will do everything within their powers to ensure that Tinubu, right, and any future Southern president that wants to challenge them regarding the Nigerian formation, regarding the Nigerian political decisions, that they will silence it. You know what makes me laugh is the guy who is leading this course, El, yeah, this guy did, I mean, he literally did an interview yesterday. He said he brought in Buhari and Buhari is a failure. That he was also responsible for bringing in Tinubu. That the Nigerian people should forgive him. That he is working on a coalition to grab power now for good. I mean, you beat me one and oh voila, you are smart. But you beat me the second time, it simply means I am dumb. Right? I am dumb. There are so many baggages that El carries as a yoke. I don't think he can ever wash himself clean. Because El is a true representative of what the northern oligarchs are. You see, they don't care. For as long as you are there, you do their interest, they won't talk. Yes. When Buhari was there, which they brought into power, right? We didn't see so much, concocted, just, trying to do everything to topple him. Nobody was castigating. There was no daily basis of backlash. There was no rhetoric that the North are hungry. There were no rhetorics like the North will remember. There was no rhetorics even in the South that, oh, the South will never forgive Buhari for what he did. I mean, we know what Buhari did under his regime, where nothing less than 200 persons were killed at the Lekki toll gate. So many people were killed in Edo, and not one soul was lost in the northern region. We know how Buhari was saying that the southern youths want to divide the country, they want to take power. I mean, after all, Tinubu has not even said anything that is close to that. But somehow, the northern politicians think they are wise. These guys, they know how to play politics of division. That's what not do. Don't forget, when they wanted to grab power from Jonathan, what were they saying? What were the rhetorics they were actually pushing across the social media, both traditional media, the new medias? What were they not saying? The North were saying that it is the turn of the South, that Jonathan wants to break the country, that the South are usurping the chance of the North, that Umar Yar'Adua died, that was Jonathan was supposed to step down. They didn't talk about the competence then, right? The same El was the one playing the arrowhead, right? He said it doesn't matter how good the government of the day was as at then, that their job as an opposition was to just rubbish it. I mean, you watch the video.
Same is happening. Jonathan is doing nothing. Well done, Jonathan. Are we supposed to do that? We are in opposition. Our job is to look at even good things that they are doing and say they are not doing it well. That is the job of opposition. So we have no apologies for pointing out to Nigerians that this government is incompetent and has failed to provide security. If you say we are politicizing it, fix the problem so that we can't politicize it.
That shame of an El-Rufai. He said they don't care, that it doesn't matter if if Jonathan is doing well, that as an opposition, that they need to grab power to come back to the north, that they don't care even if Jonathan turns Nigeria to Dubai. It's none of their business. As an opposition, they will talk his government down, right? But when the same El-Rufai somehow got Buhari into power, El-Rufai between the period of 2015 to 2019 didn't come out. It didn't come out. The only thing he was doing is APC this, APC that. It didn't come out that the Nigerian people are suffering. Between the period of 2019 to 2022, everybody did not come out. Buhari, the people are suffering. Inflation is too high. Dollar is too high. Insecurity is this. Insecurity is that. In fact, everybody was so silent. You know that silence of the graveyard when people were being made, pied like flies in southern Kaduna. Everybody was just quiet there. He wasn't saying anything, you know. But this is beyond El-Rufai, because when we talk about this north and south dichotomy, right? You that because you wanted to grab power, right? You guys, you chased a performing southern president, Jonathan. I mean, we would not have been like this if Jonathan had completed additional 4 years between the period of 2015 to 2019. I mean, Nigeria would have been far, far ahead of even South Africa. I'm telling you, Nigeria would have been an El Dorado now, because Jonathan knew what he was doing. He had the clarity of purpose. He had good economic teams. He had the Okonjo Wellers. He had the Akiwumi Adesina. He had those people that knew what they were doing. Nigeria food was so extreme. In fact, we were. If you carry 50,000 go market, you go do dorime. You know wetin they call dorime? You go buy 2 bags of rice, 1 bag of beans, 1 10-liter keg of oil, 1 10-liter keg of palm oil. Cost still buy Maggi join and chicken. How much be chicken? Live chicken when Jonathan was there was 35. Now a live chicken is 25,000. 25,000. Oh, El-Rufai said no. That yes, he has made 2 mistakes, right? But let's forgive him. He has realized his mistake. That we need to push Tinubu away is evil. You know, they ask him, okay, fine. If Tinubu must go, should it be a southern president that will come in? He said, well, we are here to decide, but Obi is part of the No, we will not be fooled. No, we will not. I don't know of my other people, but I will not be fooled. I don't know if you will be fooled. Put it in the comment section. Because this guy that gave us Buhari, he was quiet, because Buhari was doing all the needs. Buhari was carrying out all the goals and objectives, and of course the desires of the Fulanization agenda. He was quiet. They brought in Tinubu. While I agree that Tinubu has been a bad person, but you cannot tell us that we should kick out Tinubu when you did not raise a finger, knowing fully well that Buhari was performing well. You did not lead a protest. Neither did you lead any social media or media campaign that Buhari needs to go. No. Let us look for another northerner. He didn't. In fact, he said, I am unapologetic about the Buhari, that I am a Buharist. So, El-Rufai cannot just come out and tell us that Tinubu is treacherous. He can't. I cannot just ignore the messenger and take the message. No, in this instance, I must look at the messenger, because I know the messenger is a wolf in sheep clothing. That is it. Simple and short. I'm telling you. We know that. Let us agree Tinubu is a bad, terrible person. But when Tinubu left Lagos State, maybe he still brought in Ambode, Fashola, Sanwo-Olu. Even if they are embezzling, let's agree with they are embezzling according to the reports out there. But at least they say they do 1 or 2 things. No be so. El-Rufai left Kaduna State. Today, the southern Kaduna people are enjoying peace. Wetin dey happen now? Haba! Let us ask ourselves these questions. When you were there, the man that said he wants to give us a breath of fresh air now by 2027, he was asked, will it be Obi? He said, no, let us calm down. We are still planning. When he was the governor of Kaduna, the southern Kaduna people could not sleep with their two eyes closed. And I did they sleep. And they were killing them, buying them. He left in just a space of 1 to 2 years now. Who they talk, Benin, Gwari, all those places, peace everywhere. Everybody, I can go to Kaduna, Southern Kaduna people now are saying that they will vote Tinubu. Wait, this one, wait, Tinubu give us peace. They go vote them. And it's not as if there are no killings, but they say, no, according to, I mean, if they, relative to when El-Rufai was there, no, them. And this was why you see so many middle belters are saying that if El-Rufai is part of any coalition, no, they will not. They will not. The guy who said he brought in Buhari, and he came out now because he wants to deceive the southern people. He said Buhari was a failure. He said Tinubu was a failure. Okay, they asked him, why didn't you lead a campaign for Buhari to step down? He said, Buhari is my father, but I'm not close to Tinubu. We were never close. Tinubu is a virus. You see the hypocrisy. You cannot fall for it. I'm not going to let you fall for that hypocrisy. I won't. I will not. As far as I am still coming to this social media, dropping this content, I will not allow you to fall for the hypocrisy of the North. Check in the past now, so they don't to deceive us. No be waiting Babangida take self do with that. When Babangida said, okay, I will register to party, SDP and maybe his NRC, they registered it. Let us go into court. His intention was let the King Gigbe should win. They were expecting King Gigbe to defeat Abiola. Yes, because they wanted to ensure that power remains in the North. What happened? Tell me now, what happened? Immediately, what did they do? When the election was conducted and was concluded, South K, no. Let's cancel it, annul it. Abiola is a corrupt man. Babangida was saying Abiola is what was a Babangida? Even you talk of grand patron of corruption. You know when they say someone is a Maradona? When you are talking about someone is a dribbler in the Nigerian corrupt system, that was the nickname they gave Babangida, right? Not me who was saying it. I mean, according to the report. So you can imagine. They did that. Abiola at the end of the day, they sculptured his wishes, his heart desires, his dreams. Everything was squashed. Boom. They said no. You thought if Abiola was a northerner, they would have another election. They would not have now. I don't like it that I am always one opening you guys' eyes to all these things. I don't like her. They wouldn't have annulled the June 12 election if it was a northerner that won it. Abiola, who had done everything to serve them, sent so many of them to Mecca, did this thing. In fact, he went to become the second vice president of Islamic something Sharia of the country. He went to beg the Sultan, the Sultan telling that, no, there's nothing I can do. The head of state have spoken. There's absolutely nothing I can do. I mean, there's nothing I can do. That's what they did. Yeah. So you see the hypocrisy. It is not a person like El-Rufai. No, not him. And not because we know his positions within the northern oligarchs. We know his position. Look at him. He's positioning himself to take over from Buhari. Yes. That's not what we all know. Right? He said Tinubu wants to divide the country. I beg, what is the solution you and I are looking for? Nobody made them divide the country. When the North were carrying rhetorics as at 2013, 2014, 2015, 2016, 2017, 2018, 2019, 2020, 2021, 2022, 2023, 2024, 2025, 2026, 2027, 2028, 2029, 2030, 2031, 2032, 2033, 2034, 2035, 2036, 2037, 2038, 2039, 2040, 2041, 2042, 2043, 2044, 2045, 2046, 2047, 2048, 2049, 2050, 2051, 2052, 2053, 2054, 2055, 2056, 2057, 2058, 2059, 2060, 2061, 2062, 2063, 2064, 2065, 2066, 2067, 2068, 2069, 2070, 2071, 2072, 2073, 2074, 2075, 2076, 2077, 2078, 2079, 2080, 2081, 2082, 2083, 2084, 2085, 2086, 2087, 2088, 2089, 2090, 2091, 2092, 2093, 2094, 2095, 2096, 2097, 2098, 2099, 2000, 2001, 2002, 2003, 2004, right? When they were carrying the rhetorics, those narratives that Jonathan wants to divide the country, Jonathan is using the tone of the north. Oh, they didn't know that they were pushing divisive politics. Now Tinubu is doing his own turn, his own. I mean, Tinubu now is telling Middle Belt that, hi, come, una no be north o, una be Middle Belt. Don't allow Fulani to be controlling you. I am for you people. They are not crying. No, this Tinubu went to the northeast and northwest. He said, "You people are the Kanuri. You guys will be great." He went to the north. No, we want to be one so that we can always use our oneness, our population as in now. But they just collect people. The Middle Belt never had one day that they wanted to join. They wanted to be a part of the north. No. Because if there was something that we call referendum, right? Referendum, like, okay, select the region you want to become. I am sure Kogi West, Kogi South, some parts will be a part of the Southwest, some parts will be part of the old Eastern States. I am sure Niger rather, some part will be a part of Ilorin down to. I am sure Ilorin will say I am part of. So you see, because why? Because you know why they. If God, the level of hypocrisy, do not fall for it. If you're just joining, please kindly like, subscribe, and share. Bye for now.
What pains me most is that these people told us that they are going to bring, after buying enough weapons, they'll bring all those that have been put in disarray or driven away from Zamfara, Katsina, Zambisa forest, that they are all coming to locate themselves in Igbo land, that there's no security in Igbo land, that they will come there and then they will deal with us. And that the dumb man was just flippant. Maybe he took something. He said, "Do you know Ibadan? Lagos Expressway? We are in all the bush there. We're everywhere there. We're also in the south. So we are waiting for the slightest signal. We will finish you people and take over this land." So they claim that Nigeria belongs to Fulani. They said it. That is why we are afraid of. I've been talking about this open grazing and this Roga. They have a plan. They have a plan. And I accuse the soldiers who are non-Christians. Some of them are Fulani. They are part of it. Because they are shooting these men. When our people wanted to comb the bush, the soldiers said, "If you move a step, we'll finish you. Don't go there." So they know where the boys are. They know the location. And what they do is in the daytime, they use their cow to confuse people. Then after some time, the cows will go to rest and they take their gun and do the operation of kidnapping. Government should act decisively. They should act decisively. Otherwise, what is happening in the northern part of the country will be a child's play to what will happen here. So government should sit up, because the primary purpose of government is to secure life and property. Any government that has failed in that has failed woefully. And Nigeria is on a reverse gear. We are nosediving. We are not driving. We don't have security. All the bush we went around, no soldier, no police, nothing. The people, were having a field there. And where they released us was, if they kidnap people along Isukwato, they will parade them round, and there, when they pay ransom, they are released from that particular spot. Those they arrest, they kidnap along Enugu Expressway, Log Banta, they bring them. Eventually, they bring them there to collect ransom. Those they kidnap along anywhere in the south, around the southwest. So they know that they are there. And I guess that when I said to the